Hello again, I am John Bob and welcome back to Chapter 5 of the campaign here for Railway Empire on the PS4. Last time out was a massive undertaking in Chapter 4. I get the feeling this one might be even more involved. Let's find out exactly what it is we have to do. After the end of the Civil War, the construction of the trans-continental railway progresses at tremendous speed. Whereas you experienced the construction from the point of view of the Union Pacific in the first chapter, you now have to deal with the much larger challenges facing the Central Pacific Railroad. Collis Potter Huntington, one of the founders of the CPRR, will keep an eye on you as you overcome the inaccessible heights of the Sierra Nevada on the way to Promontory Point. So we're going to be starting in Sacramento against 2 AI competitors, and we're going to have 3 million to play about with. Interesting. Alright, let's jump in and see what our history lesson is going to be at the start of this campaign chapter.
I did an evaluation of the contenders, and I am the best choice.
From the ashes of the war began the reconstruction, and nothing seemed to stand in the way of the trans-continental railroad. The works to cross the continent from the west had already begun several years before in California. An idea, once viewed with skepticism, soon became a project of great public interest, and with each mile of track laid, the hope of uniting America from east to west grew. Yet the climb from California over the snow-covered mountain passes into the inhospitable landscapes of Nevada proved to be one of the greatest engineering challenges of its time. So this is the plan. We come from the west through the Sierra Nevada. The Union Pacific Railroad crosses the Rocky Mountains from Rock Springs in the east. Our track meets north of Salt Lake City, and so the transcontinental connection is complete. As simple as that. But I'm still stuck here in Washington. The rights to laying tracks in Utah territory are still pending, and I have to hold some talks. And as for Collis Potter Huntington, I have a lot of persuading to do with my wallet. So you will start by laying the foundation of the Central Pacific Railroad. The Union Pacific Railroad is our major competitor. If they reach the meeting point before us, Thomas Durant will just continue laying his tracks in our direction. This will mean that they will receive all the land rights and not us. Every single mile will be a disaster for us. In addition to that, I'm having a little supply problem as far as money is concerned. So I can't transfer quite as much to you as would be necessary for a good start. So you'll have to get money quickly. First, you should expand the rail network in the west, as there is a great demand for transport facilities there. I have noted down some tasks for you in that regard. Complete them quickly, and we'll have enough capital to push on to the meeting point once the land rights have been sorted.
Hello, my dear. So we meet again. The Mississippi didn't appeal to me as much anymore, and besides, I wanted to visit my old boss from Chicago. She now has several pretty cottages along the coast.
Hello, hello! Close the pressure regulator, check the pump, refill the water, and off we go! I hope you have an exciting journey!
Okay, so that's our sort of mission brief and an introduction from our 2 competitors. Let's have a look around. You can see this is the exclusion zone. We can't build in here yet. No doubt that will become unlocked as we start working on some of our objectives. Sorry, my voice is a bit... There we go, that's better. So no doubt we'll be able to start building in here once we've unlocked certain objectives. This is one of our competitors down here. I don't know which one this is. I won't know until I've come out of the build menu. They've got a small little network here running from Yuma to San Diego to Los Angeles. And then if we go north up towards Portland, I'm guessing that's where the other competitor is going to be. Yes, here we go. So Portland, Eugene, and over to Baker City. Okay, and we have Reading, Sacramento, San Francisco. Is that it? We only got those 3 cities that we can build to without competition. Oh, and Gold Beach as well. Okay, so right, lots of small businesses around here. Might have to construct a warehouse and as a focal point and get them all going in there. Let's see what we have as mission objectives. So in the next year we need to 2 years construct 4 cities onto the railway network, connect 8 rural businesses, and a quarterly profit of 600,000. And then additional objectives: reach a population of 100,000 in Sacramento, build a rail network with over 2,337 miles of track, and transport 50 passengers from San Francisco to Promontory Point without stopping. We can't do that until we unlock the Utah territories. And then optional tasks: reach a population of 50,000 in San Francisco, build a university in San Francisco, and establish an express connection between San Francisco and Los Angeles. Oh dear, sorry about that, excuse me. So that's a good little list of tasks there. We have some research points as well. How much do we have? 1,000 points to play about with. That's quite nice. So we could go ahead and just start unlocking stuff really quickly. You can see we're in the same era that we just were in a moment ago with Chapter 4, so it's the same list of trains and things to unlock. But there's also this older stuff that we can come back and unlock as well if we want to. And it's the same here with company and construction. And I wonder, have we got really useful stuff here? Reduce the cost of train tracks except bridges and tunnels by 20%. Oh, yes, that's very, very nice. And what's this one? Reduce the construction of bridges by 40%. Increase the monthly gain of innovation points by 10%. I think, right off the bat, we're just going to go with these 3 here. Let's get a 10% gain on future points. Reduce construction of bridges. I think we're going to need to build a lot of those. And also reduce the construction costs of tracks. Excellent. So that only leaves us 100 points, and we've got this: increase the profits from your factories by 15%. Yes, we may as well take that, so we can at least start unlocking other stuff here as well. American Central hits new record. Is that these guys? Yes, this is the professor. He is American Central. So that's going to be Beatrix up top with Dreamliner. Right. I've got a connection bonus here. Brilliant. That's the first city I was going to connect to, so that is that's really helpful. I want to expand Sacramento to a large station, so I need to very quickly do that first. There we go. I'm going to put a 2-track station here in San Francisco. There we go. And we're going to need to connect those 2 before we can build any other stations in other cities. So let's do that now. Let's try and bring this line out of it. There we go. Oh, that's a tunnel. Do not want a tunnel. Not if I can help it. Tunnels are expensive. I'd rather not have a bridge there as well in the run up to the city. I might just have to go with a tunnel. What about if I drag it around a bit? Yeah, it's still going to give me a tunnel, isn't it? It's trying to balance having a tunnel against having a bridge coming out of San Francisco. I don't think I can get away with with either, one or the other. It's got to be like that, I think. I'm very wary of these gradients as well. Maybe if I can steepen this gradient a bit, I can once again sort of change the need for that tunnel. Doesn't look like I can. I need to take that point out. Need to straighten this bit out. So that's going to give us a 4% gradient, but a straight line for us to work with, which is good. A 2% gradient and a small bridge, a decent sized tunnel, which I was hoping to avoid, but can't really because I need to keep this flat for switching and so on and so forth. So yeah, it's going to be that. That's expensive, but we've got a connection bonus of 98,000, so that's kind of offset some of the cost of that tunnel. Plus, when we do parallel tracks here, you can see here the tunnels are 250,000, but we're getting a discount of 234,000 for parallel tracks, so it makes the second track much cheaper. So there we go. Now we need to run up towards Reading, and I'm going to run off the same left-hand side here. I want to leave this open so that I can eventually run straight through the mountains with a tunnel into Carson City. That's a way off, though. That's a long way off. Not just in terms of, obviously, we've got to unlock that middle section, but the sheer cost of building a tunnel through these mountains is going to be pretty high. So we'll go with... do I go with a large station here? I'm thinking about the future. Again, we could go off to Winnemucca, but again, that's still quite a way off. Let's just go with a two-track station, and let's go in at this angle here. So let's do the outer line first. And again, it's going to want to build this huge long tunnel. That's just completely over the top. Could do that. That works quite nicely, actually. Let's see if I can... I want to try and get a straight piece of track coming out if I can, that isn't going to break the bank, and I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can get the angle. I can't. That's a shame. I was really hoping. There we go. I can go 4%. That cuts a pretty deep channel through the hill there, and we still have a small tunnel there. Maybe if I can bring this down a bit, I can get rid of that. Yeah, that works. Look at that. Yes. Yeah, we'll do that. So let's parallel that line as well. Have to be careful when we're looking at tunnels and bridges, because it does limit where we can put parallel tracks in for passing loops. So obviously we can't build a passing loop in this stretch because of the bridge. You can't run parallel to these bridges once you have two tracks in place. Right, now we need to connect to Gold Beach. So Gold Beach is also going to need a two-track station. Let's build... build there, like that, and once again we'll do this line first. So it's looking at building a direct line. We can sweep around the base of that mountain like that. That's no problem at all. Try and straighten out that if I can a bit. There we go. 1% gradient, 2% gradient, and then look at the size of this bridge. It's all bridge, look, all the way along. That's just unworkable. Completely unworkable, so we need to flatten that out. Let's flatten the line out a bit at the entrance. Give us those straight lines for putting in switch tracks where we need to. Like so. And this still is a huge and massively expensive bridge that we just don't need, so we'll rework the line over here. That's 2% gradients. That's 10%. Oof, that's horrendously expensive. If I take that piece out, it's now looking at a 6%. So I'm going to need to try and figure out a way to get this cheaper. I think I might just have to take that piece out there. That's still 8%. Yeah, that's not going to work. So I need to raise this to a higher point. That's a 3% there. That makes a 4% gradient there. So maybe now a bit of repositioning. That's a 7% gradient. That's still really steep. Yeah, look how steep this is getting. Alright, let me see. If I build that to there. That's 12%. That's just way too steep. Right, what if we go this way? Build the line coming up this slope here, perhaps. Let's take that piece out. My voice is terrible today. This is like the 4th video that I've recorded today. It's just killing my voice. Trying to find a way that's going to give us a decent railway line in terms of smoothness, but without gradients that are going to absolutely cripple us, and also without tunnels and bridges. They're going to be horrendously expensive as well. I think if we tweak this a little bit higher, we can shallow that out a little bit better. See, that's not too bad. That's 5%, 1%, that's flat. So we've got a steep bit here. Look at that gradient there, it's 5%. Again, I'd like to try and make that a little bit smoother if I can, but it's just going to be shifting from one place to another. And now that gives me a 6% gradient and a tunnel. So I've gone too far that way. That's 5%, that's 4%. There we go, that's not too bad. This is definitely an expensive line. Got a bridge there, got quite a big bridge there, and then a big sort of cut into the mountain there for that deep trench. Then a small bridge there. That's not too bad. I don't think we're going to get it much better than that in terms of gradients and or construction costs. So Yeah, let's
You
build
have
that.
successfully connected many cities to the network. Well done.
And we've just completed our first task, connecting 4 stations to our network. Fantastic. It cost us 1.5 million in total to do that. That's quite pricey. Right. Now we need to start connecting some businesses as well. So Sacramento has meat, as does San Francisco, sorry, and Sacramento both have meat. There's nothing here in Reading yet, and there's nothing here in Gold Beach. So what can I do business-wise? I'm just looking to see what's around here. I think if I can afford it, let me see. Can I put in? I've only got a choice of those 2. Which is a damn shame, because I've got a logging point just here, and I'd love to put a logging business in there of some kind, but there's no option. What about over here? Same again, either meat or a brewery. Well, it's going to be a brewery, I guess. We've got the brewery option there, and I'm guessing it's going to be the same there as well. And then it's a question of where do I actually put the business in. I guess just there. Right, let's take a look at Sacramento. Only got the 1 and it's already in there. That'll be the same with San Francisco. Yeah, only 1 option and it's already in there. So Reading it is with it's gonna be another brewery. We may as well buy that and put that in ourselves rather than letting it go in manually, because at least we'll get the money for it. I think I'll build that there. Look at the costs involved in this. Right, so construction. We want a small station here. I want to get it as close to this line as I can so it can feed both businesses. So I probably didn't place that in a particularly good spot. Looking at what I can get the gradient down to, 6%. That's steep. It's really steep. And then I'd need it to switch over onto the other line as well. It's really awkwardly placed on this hill, look. I think I might actually take that out and try repositioning it somewhere else. Let's see. Can I get it on a low bit down here and then just swing around? Yes, I can. Yeah, that works. Alright, let's put the rail line there. Should have put it there first time, really. Never mind. Right, now I can swing this around. There like that, and let's see if I can drag this out a little bit more. Maybe smooth that gradient a little bit. No, it's going to stay at 5% no matter what. So let's just try and make it as cheap as we can. That'll do. Okay. And let's take a look. So this is the freight line on the right hand side, isn't it? Yes, that's the freight line. So I need to switch that here, like so. That'll deliver. What the hell? Oh no, I put in a meat industry in Gold Beach. Oh no, now I'm going to have to demolish that and pay for a replacement. Oh, that sucks. Oh, god damn it. Demolish for 180. It's expensive. I've just blown all of my cash by stupidly putting in the wrong business. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I can't believe I've done that. At least we own this one. This one's actually improving already. I haven't even connected up the business yet. Oh, god damn it. That's just scuppered a lot of my plans. I'm going to have to take out a note to finance the continuation of building this railroad now. That's not good at all. That's really not good. And that's a hell of a bridge it's trying to build. Look at the cost of just building that line there. And that's a 6% gradient as well. Yikes. Alright, if I take that out. Smooths it to 5%. I want there to be enough of a straight piece of track to put a supply tower in there, you see. That's 5%. Can I... at least make it a smaller point? Yes, there. Alright, so I can't even afford to build that. That's terrible. Let's go to company. Let's take out a bond. I can't believe I did that. Build the route. And then again, I need to put a switch in. That's the most expensive mistake I've made yet, I think. To build a $400,000 business, put the wrong one in, then spend another 180 to demolish it, and then another 400 to put the right one in. Ugh. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Terrible. Right, and now I need to sort out over here. So, let's see, what have we got? Can I get a dual station in here? And tag both of those? Yes, I can. That's good. Now, can I get it in an angle where I can actually build? I can. Good. It's gonna like... come on. I had it a second ago. There we go. Right. So, let's run 2 trains coming off this one here. Because these both have a meat business. And the meat business is, well, the freight line is this side. So I need this to connect with enough space to actually put the point in first. So we'll do the point first. Like that. And then we can build the point here. There we go. And we'll build to that track. That's again a really steep gradient. Bit of tweaking can fix that. Yeah, that's much better. Let's see if I can just smooth that corner ever so slightly. That'll do. It's close enough. And then I need another line coming off here to run parallel for a bit. And then come around here. And then as we approach, I want that to switch in like that. There we go. I've still got to pay for trains yet as well. This is going to get very expensive. So let's put in a switch. Let's see. This time I do want to build from here first. This needs to run parallel just for a little while, just so I can get the supply tower in. And then from there, let's see, is bringing it in here going to work best? Yes, because look at the angle of the hill. I'm going to need to do some some bending of stuff around here. I don't have the money for another tunnel. So I can do that. That's 3%, 4%. Right, if I move the connection point. Ooh. That works. That's much cheaper. Yeah, I like that. And then same again here. And I need to bring this in about here. So that's as far as I can go. If I create a point here, I can now drag this around a bit more. There we go. Okay, so we are making good progress. We've got our grain and cattle feeds going into San Francisco and Sacramento. We've got a barley supply going into Gold Beach and Redding. And we own the businesses in those two cities as well, so they will actually make us some good money, hopefully. I need to get a train up and running because I'm out of cash and I need to actually generate some kind of income. Let's start here at Walker Farm, going into San Francisco, and this needs to go in on platform 1. There we go, so that's the freight line. And let's see, from Walker Farm, let's go with cattle first. Okay. Central Pacific, that's us. Woohoo! Although pleased at having pulled ahead of its competition, it is nowhere near all the goals for the good of the citizens have been achieved, and yet the track construction business is certainly lucrative. The method serves railroad companies to secure the land along their tracks. If these areas are subsequently settled, the property value increases and is worth a fortune. So we're getting praised even though we don't actually have any trains running, and we can just afford Philadelphia, which is the only train that we have at the moment. We certainly haven't got anything else unlocked. So we need to get that train running. Let's do the same with... Oh, no, not buildings. New train. Running from Walker Farm to Sacramento. And Sacramento needs to go in on track 4, because that is the freight train line. And... I didn't build a switch there, did I? Okay, so let's build the switch. I don't know if that's going to be a long enough piece of track. No, it's not. So I need to build the switch a bit further around, just here. There we go. I'm going to need to put signals in as well in a moment, but I just need to get the trains up and running first of all, if I can. So let's go back to the rail line. Sacramento. There we go, just refresh the line route. Going in on the right train platform there. Switches over there, goes over that way. And then we'll put it on, from Walker Farm, we'll put it on track 2. Which is the outside track, so that we know that the first track for each split will be grain and the second track for each split will be cattle. So let's prioritise cattle on that one there. Okay, we've got enough money. Ooh, that's a hell of a connection bonus. Let's get the Philadelphia running. There we go. That's a hell of a bonus. Let's build a 2-track station. I can't afford a 2-track station. I can't even afford a 1-track station. I hope I can earn the money quickly to at least buy a single station so I can get this $138,000 connection bonus. I need one of these two trains to actually drop some cargo off pretty quickly. Interest payments. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Can I unlock anything that's going to give me extra freight? No.
As I mentioned, I'll be stuck in Washington over the coming weeks and won't be able to help you for that time. A steam engine needs oil as lubricant. Washington needs dollar bills.
Right, I want to put in a 2-track station so I can actually connect both of these stations, but I'm going to settle for one of these just for now, just to get it there, just so I can actually connect. Let's connect on this line here. It's a 6% gradient. Oosh. I need another 30 grand. Come on, quickly. Quickly earn 30 grand or else I've just wasted 40.
I see old Huntington's keeping you on your toes. I hope you still have time for a bit of fun, though.
Come on, quickly before that connection bonus disappears. I need 33. I just need a little bit more. Oh, on the dragon. I could really do with a dragon. I can't afford the auction. Right, now I can. Oh no, I didn't get my connection bonus. I was just too slow. Oh, this is... This game hates me today. Damn it. I really needed that train because I don't have any of the trains. Oh, that sucks. God damn. Well, at the moment, I only need to run one of these two trains because they're carrying both products at the moment, so that's good. All right, let's get another train up and running. Let's get these businesses started. Did I put the switch in? Yes, I did. So Collins Preserve to Gold Beach. Gold Beach needs to go in on track 2. There we go. Just need a little bit more cash to get the Philadelphia. There we go. What a terrible, terrible start to this. I need to start putting some signals in actually because we're going to get some issues now. So I need signals here, there and there. I may as well do all the signals while I've got this open. So I'm going to need a signal there, and I'm going to keep the the express line having priority. So I'm not going to put a signal on the express line. Make the freight trains wait. That's all good going through there. At this side, ooh, I can't actually get a signal there. Oh, I can't get one on the bridge though. I didn't know if I could or not. Let's put a signal there, and then again on the freight line, just there. The express line keeps priority. I'm going to need to put passing loops in at some point as well. Over here. Same again, just on the freight line, keep the express line clear so that gets the priority through there, which means I also need a wait signal on this side. I think I need to do that over here actually. I don't think I put one in on the opposite side. No, I didn't, did I? So again, needs to wait there to give the freight train priority, and then same here. So to give the express train priority, a wait signal just there. Any other signals need to be placed? Yes, down here. So I need wait signals there, and a wait signal there and there, going into the station. Oh no, no, That's the wrong one. That's the express line. There. There we go. On the freight line. And then it literally crosses straight into the station, so there's no need on the other side. I think that's all of my signalling needs done. I do need supply towers. Right now I don't have any cash to buy supply towers either. What are the staff that are being offered? A conductor? Well, we'll buy him because we're going to need him in a minute. A chief engineer. Reduces construction of all buildings by 3%. Yes, we're going to get this guy. He's going to make my supply towers a little bit cheaper. Look. Not by much. But yeah, 3% is 3%. And then I'm going to need a supply tower up here as well. As soon as I can afford it. Let's accelerate time. Need to get some passenger trains up and running in a second. Still not enough for a... There we go. You see those little incremental bits of cash coming in? They're not from individual sort of freight train cars. I think they're from the businesses that we own, actually making some money for us, which is nice. Now, can I squeeze a supply tower in? Not there because of the signals. Alright, let me see. If I take the signals out and move them, can I get my supply tower in here now? Yes, now I can. So now I'll reposition the signals before the supply tower. Let's try and square those up a bit. Actually, let's put the signals back there. There we go. I need to put some maintenance in as well, but I want to get this business fed first of all. So again, Reading needs to be on the right line. There's the switch. Okay. And add the loco. Philadelphia. Right. We've got some research. Express trains. We've got the Tyson 10-wheeler. And the Rensselaer. I think we'll probably just save up for the Tyson 10-wheeler. But I do need to get some passenger services running. So let's build a new train going from San Francisco to Sacramento. To Reading, to Gold Beach, and back again. And which platform is the freight line? It's the other one. So this needs to leave San Francisco on track 2. There we go. Slow time down so it doesn't get ahead of me too much. Going through there, that's fine. That's all good. That's all good. Right, so route options. This is going to be express only. I'm not going to set it up for passengers or mail. I'm going to let it leave it as both, just because it's getting a little bit convoluted otherwise. Connection bonus here of 120,000. That one we are going to take advantage of. And let's put a conductor on this train. There we go. Right, I've got the cash to actually build this time. So again, this is going to be a little over the top and it's going to end up getting deleted, but it'll be cheaper for us to put the station and the track in than it will to actually... We'll make a profit, basically. Or we should do. Having said that, I've just seen how steep this is. Right, it doesn't matter if it's really, really steep. I just want to get it as cheap as I can. There we go, that'll do. Right, build the route. Get the connection bonus, 120. That's cheaper than what we spent to get there. So I'm going to delete those again. because I have no intention of actually using that service. In fact, I might as well delete this. Well, I'll leave that there for now. Well, that's made us a little bit of a profit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Enough for us to start putting in passing loops, which is important because we're going to need them. I don't know. I've never tried to build a passing loop through a tunnel before. And yeah, you can't. Just like with bridges, tunnels have a maximum capacity of 2 tracks. So no passing loop through the tunnel. That means our passing loop is going to be here outside of Sacramento, which is a little awkward, but it is what it is. And with that link there, that means the passing loop really starts here. Yeah, and with that short piece of corner, that is the earliest I can actually start the passing loop. Which means this is going to be a really short passing loop. Ah, that's no good at all. Really short passing loop. Well, for now, what I'll do is I'll put the passing loop like this. There we go. So that's our passing loop there. I'm not going to bother with a freight passing loop because I don't have the money to worry about putting in a passing loop for a service that isn't going to run for quite some time. But I do need to put them in for our express trains. So there we go. It's not particularly large, but yeah, we are kind of limited on space. As long as they're big enough for a train, that's the most important thing. I need one in here as well. Let's put a passing loop just here. As best I can. It might not let me because of where the mountain is. Yeah, it's not letting me because of the mountain, unless I could have... That's just ridiculous. Look at that. Okay, so I can't put a passing loop in there. That's a shame. That's damn frustrating. That is a real problem. Well, we've got one there, so, I mean, we do have a passing loop. It's just not ideally placed. I really would have preferred if we could have one here as well. Can I at least put a small one in? No, it's that mountain part there. So maybe if I start here instead. Can I drag this away a bit? Ah, yes. Yes, I can. So that's the point there where it becomes unmanageable. Just there. Now, is that going to be long enough? A passing loop, because I still need to put in a join at this end as well. It's a really short point. Is that long enough? Where's my express train? That's a freight train. There's the express train. So, let's see. I don't know if that will fit in that gap. I think it might just. We're gonna go for it. We've got no choice, really. We need it there. At least we can make this one a little bit bigger. So let's build that one that size. Fast running out of cash again, and I need to put in some supply points along this route as well. And then I'll put a small one in just here. No, I've got one just there, haven't I? So actually, no, I could do with another small one here. This is a sort of like the halfway point on the route, so this is where the trains are most likely to sort of get in each other's way along here. So just a small one like that, and I can't afford to build it. Reading is growing, that's good to see. Wait for one of my trains to come through. Earn me some money. There we go, it's the express and the freight both coming through at the same time. Beautiful. Excellent. So I need to signal these, and then that's probably going to be it for the first episode. Pretty much out of time. So signal, signal, signal. No entry there. No entry there. Same again here. No entry. I can squeeze that further forward. Because these are so small, these signals need to be right on the very edge. This one's obviously a little bit larger, so it's not quite so much of a problem. But the other ones, you know, these really tiny ones, these signals need to be as absolutely far forward as they can possibly get to really maximize the space available. Because the train will queue up behind the signal, so it needs to be at the absolute limit. Like that. There we go. And then we've got a small passing loop here as well. So once again, these signals need to be at their absolute limit point. I can actually pull that back now and then line that one up like that. Edging this back bit by bit. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. We are fully signalled, I believe. Fantastic stuff. Right. Very quickly unlock.
Well, well, a competitor.
Oh no, where's she built? She snuck her way into one of my cities? No, she hasn't. Or has she stuck herself in one of my cities as a business? I'm not saying she's popped up in Reading. No. Or Sacramento. No, there's not enough space for a second business yet. Maybe she's just observing the fact that I've got trains running. Who knows? Right, we're out of time, so that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with the next part of this chapter very soon.